went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Darian Conley on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Herbert. Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give him 32 on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Eckler. The 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here is Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Carr. Looking for more, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Chargers.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No score after one on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Oh, wow.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those
Really?
guys?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20.
They're going to be able to give me a kick.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. We'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. To throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He was no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And they can't bring him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next drive.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Even Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Field goal. A 35-yard.
Come on, man.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
To number 50.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll look down and got his man complete. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Chargers 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary Campbell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No, it's too early.
Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Raiders Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time getting the sack. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Quickly into the hands of Lowe. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
37-yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yard.
Oh, come on, man.
It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It's Eckler again. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the return this time will go to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 35, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They'll try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A give, Eckler running to the right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Reception here by Rose. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Carr completes it. And he's got some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pick up at 6. Brings up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up when they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders gonna burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Carr going to look to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Raiders 56, Chargers 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will make it into the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what is...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 35. Now the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on me. Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put the do it, just like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that checky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it right in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Check all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. Shorty got a man,